What's going down? Your boy DJ Black Mark Shay Diddy. And welcome to another episode of the Street Life series. And today we got another special guest, Kafani.
It's lit.
Bay Area.
Welcome home, brother.
Man, I'm back, man. It's been 3 years, man. 3 long years.
My brother came home, huh?
I'm finally out. They finally let me out the cage, man. You feel me?
You know what I love about Kafani? He got home, I think, like on a Friday or Thursday, something along those lines.
Yeah.
I got word from somebody else that you hit, and I was like, what? A few days later, I get a DM from Kafani, yo, Shay, I'm home. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's a real nigga right there. Because, you know, niggas come home and be trying to be on the
low key.
Man, I'm trying to get back to the bands. You feel me? I'm trying to get back to that bag. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm working all my avenues and do what I got to do what I got to do. You feel me?
Always working.
Right.
Always. I ain't never stopped, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got shot. You know what I'm saying? Bounced right back. Still putting out records. You feel me? Nothing ain't going to stop me. I'm going to keep doing what I do.
No,
I love it.
That was the craziest part for me. If you don't mind me asking, why exactly did you go to jail for 3 years?
Basically, I went to jail for 3 years because it was somebody who was wearing wires, and I was involved in, you know what I'm saying, some criminal activity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been doing my thing for years, and pretty much it was like a $20 million conspiracy that they had.
Oh shit!
Niggas had on wires though, bro.
Yeah.
Come on,
so
bruh.
it was ugly, but you know what I'm saying, by the grace of God, that at the end of the day, like something ended up happening to the dude that snitched on us, some other dudes. He snitched on some other dudes, so I don't know. He, at the end of the day, it was a wrap, you know what I'm saying? So by them not having him, I was able to just go down with like just 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 years off. I think they got me for like 256,000, like $250,000.
Oh,
They
wow.
said that I was involved in fraud, so you know what I'm saying. I just took it, and then I also got caught with a gun, so they kind of like running concurrent. So,
Okay.
but it was really based on me like trying to help out a friend,
Yeah.
because I didn't need the money.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like sometimes when you be greedy and you do too much, then you know what I'm saying, you take that fall. But right now I ain't on none of that. I'm just straight on my music. Everything been good. And actually it's great right now because the new streaming thing done came out.
Right.
Yeah.
I came home to like 100 bands. Like I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like we're streaming. Like I done found all these different websites. My lawyer told me all these different websites that got money for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm still getting money from NASCAR. Like I'm like, wow.
That's a
You know
good
what I'm
feeling.
saying? So
That was a huge
I
record.
came home. So like I came home to like real talk to damn near over 100,000 just from the music.
Right.
So I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't on no illegal stuff. That's all past me. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for my kids, my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just back out here doing music, collaborating with other artists, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I hear right now, I've been listening to the radio, it's a whole new sound going on right now.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I got to be like 40 and adapt to it and switch up to the new style or whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to remain myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been a person always to set trends I never follow. So I'm going to stay being a trendsetter. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Are you on any paperwork or anything like that, or like you free and clear?
Nah, I'm on paperwork. I got 5 years probation on federal probation.
Oh, so you was in the feds?
Yeah, I was in the feds. I was in Rochester, Minnesota.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was in the feds.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how tough was it for you? You know, doing your time, being in condition like in a wheelchair now. You know, because you wasn't always in a wheelchair. That happened after you been shot, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know,
I mean, like before, like when I was young, I went to prison when I was up and walking and all that. So I already knew what it was like to be in prison. But
Right.
then when you go to the feds, it's a whole different ball game. So, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just a cool dude. So everybody mess with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a cool dude. So I didn't have no problems. I mean, everybody showed me love. I mean, it wasn't really a situation. At the end of the day, when you go to prison or whatever, it's about how you respect yourself and respect others. You know what I'm saying? So I do more listening than talking when it come down to when you go to jail. So you know what's going on, and you figure out and play your position. So
Yeah.
I was good, and I had a lot of dudes that you know what I'm saying, knew who I was or whatever, and looked out for me, make sure I was cool, because the particular prison I was at, it was a medical facility, so you got from like dudes with low points to supermax.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the dude, I think his name's Jared something, I don't know, but he was up there. The dude that shot the
church.
nah, not the church, shot up the church, but the dude that shot the Congress lady in the head, the astronaut wife,
Yeah.
and killed the kids. Yeah, dude was there.
Oh shit.
Then who else was there? The blind sheikh was there before he died. He ended up dying up there. Who else was up there? Then the dude that was the Speaker of the House. He was the Speaker of the House in '92 when Clinton was in power. He was like the third next to being president.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew dude on the first name basis. You feel me? On the first name. You know what
He was in there with you?
Yeah, he
What
was
he
in
went
there.
down
Got a
for?
politic, right?
What he went down for?
He went down for money laundering, because what happened was what did he do? He actually he was molesting kids back in the day, like 30 years ago.
Damn.
And then the dude that he molested ended up catching AIDS, and he died. And he had agreed to pay dude like $3 million, and only paid him $1.5 million. And so his family went back asking for money, and he wouldn't give them the money. So they reported it to the feds, and the feds went back and backtracked and got him for the money laundering.
Wait, so
wow.
so he went to jail for money laundering, but not for child molestation?
Nah, because it was past the statute of limitation. So you in there with like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You in there with drug kingpins, you in there white collar kingpins. I mean,
Everybody.
Then you in there with child molesters. We call them chomos. You feel me? Child molesters.
How
you
do
in there
people
with all
treat
them
them in there?
What, chomos?
Yeah.
Nah, they don't get no love.
I was gonna say, like, bruh.
And they can't even come in the TV room. They got to
my
stand
God.
outside. They got to go to the upper rec or something. They don't get no love.
Fuck that.
And their ass beat all day.
Yeah, it's over with.
Should.
So what you got going on like right now, as far as you got some kind of foundation going on, right?
Yeah, I got a foundation called Take a Step Foundation, and that's basically helping all people who have like spinal cord injuries.
Yeah.
So my mom, she's the director of it. She set it up for me or whatever. And before I had got locked up, I was going around talking to like all different like people who freshly got shot or whatever, had a spinal cord injury. I go talk to them, tell them what they can expect and all that. Like right now, I'd be on the phone with Keek like every other day, like letting him know, telling him what he's going through, telling him what type of medications he should ask for and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, me and Keek went a long way, so it's like crazy
Wow.
for us to both be in the same situation right now. It's like crazy, because I heard about the situation when I was locked up or whatever. So the way they made it seem like he wasn't gonna make it, but then he made it. And then when I got home, it was like I seen a little interview I had up here or whatever. He was paralyzed, so I ended up getting in contact with him or whatever. We've been talking, and you know, I just been helping him every day, every other day. We be calling each other. You know, that's like big bruh. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to put me in the game. So, you know, at the end of the day, I just gotta, you know, I be trying to just give him encouragement and let him know that it ain't that bad being paralyzed. Like, you can still live a regular life. Like, a lot of people who get paralyzed, they pretty much, you know what I'm saying, kind of get locked away and don't want to come outside because they embarrassed of their situation or they don't know certain things like that. So the reason why I chose Take a Step Foundation is for me to be able to go out there and help people in the community who need help, who don't know, you know what I'm saying, what to do or how to do it. So it was set up 2 years ago, and right now I'm just now getting into it. And I got a lot of dudes that hit me on like Instagram, that DM me, you know what I'm saying, about their situation. And, you know, I'm a real dude, so I get back at them and holler at them. You know how it be when you doing your thing. People won't respond to you. You know what I'm saying? You know how it be. Somebody hit you up, you ain't gonna respond back. But
now
you know,
I feel some type of way about responding because he just told me that it wasn't even him. I thought that you had a phone or something in jail for like the last 3 years. Because I've been
I wish
DMing and
I wish
commenting on photos. I'm like, Kafani liking my photo? Like,
for real, I thought that was him the whole time. Now you just told me it wasn't him.
Actually, a lot of people didn't even know I was in jail.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
A
Yeah.
lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like he just ain't putting out no music. Like, but nah, I was locked up because if I was still out, I put out a record a week. You know, what I'm saying? Every 2 weeks.
I think it was because
videos and
people,
everything.
you know, since you got shot, people thought you was probably just falling back.
Nah, I ain't gonna never fall back. Getting shot was just a situation that happened. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm gonna keep setting trends and keep on doing me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the studio like every other day. Like I got like 10 records already ready to drop and shooting videos. You know what I'm saying? I got a video for the new joint I got with me and Mess. We got that little joint coming out called Real. I got my brother up over here, Smurf Hicks, he on the record with me.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We finna shoot the video on Friday. We shooting a real video for, you know what I'm saying, BET Jams and all that, Revolt, all the different channels or whatever, and blog sites. So I'll make sure y'all get a copy of it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all put it up there or whatever. But I'm basically, you know what I'm saying, back doing real music and doing my thing. I just seen like it's a whole nother thing with the whole situation with the streaming. So it's like you just need to just pretty much drop records because nobody really buying records, but they listen to the records. But to me, it's better because instead of somebody spending 99 cents buying your record,
right,
that one particular person might play your shit for like a whole hour. You know what I'm saying? Like a 1,000 times, you know, on repeat.
Yeah.
So it's like you getting paid for every song.
Right.
So when I went and checked my royalties and seen the amount of money I made off them doing it like that, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm with this. I'm finna drop one every other week.
Fuck an album, just put out records.
And he's just putting them out.
That's when social media following and all of that comes into play because you got more followers and you dropping records. That's more people who get exposure to your shit.
Exactly. So right now I'm just, like I said, I had to kind of like start all over with the social media, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, with people reposting and posting, everybody know I'm back home. So those numbers starting to go up. And once the video drop and all that, I should be good. I shot a little bootleg video, like me and Mess Weez in the studio talk, you know what I'm saying? We shot that. We finna drop that probably in the next few days. Again, like I said, we shooting the video on Friday at an undisclosed location right now. But you know, I'll let certain people know what's going on. Hit me, you know what I'm saying, on my hit me at, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram at Kafani. And you know, I'll let you know where we at. We need support from all you know what I'm saying, people from the Bay Area, but we finna put it on for a national look. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I ain't just, you know what I'm saying, in the Bay, but you know what I'm saying, I've been doing my thing all across the United States. So I just don't stay in the Bay. And so I'm gonna continue working that way, rocking that way, doing stuff across the country and not just focusing on the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, is the Bay, but I wanna be able to, you know what I'm saying, push the movement outside of the Bay.
Right.
So are you moving different now? Like you just said, you know, your video shoot gonna be pretty much closed, like undisclosed location.
Yeah.
Like, is that because of what happened?
Nah. It ain't like that. I mean, when the day the video come, I'll let everybody know. I'm not really worried about the situation that happened. You know what I'm saying? That's all in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the streets talk. So everybody know what time it is. So really, I'm not really worried about that.
Right. But
You
I'm
know
just
what I'm
asking, like,
saying?
are you moving different now because of what happened? You get what I'm saying? Not like
Yeah. I just make sure at the same time that I gotta hire a gun with me. You feel me? So I make sure I got some type of security with me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But the particular night that I did get shot, you know what I'm saying, my dudes that had the heat on them, they was down the street. I happened just to pretty much walk down the street. I happened to drive down the street and I wasn't even tripping about the situation. I happened just to hop out the car and we just started filming. And then, you know what I'm saying, the cat started creeping, but I didn't see it till it's too late. And then pretty much, you know what I'm saying, dude walked up on me. We had a conversation. I felt he had a gun on him. But at the same time, as being a man, I'm not finna run from you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? I could have ran, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I might not be in this chair, but at the same time, as a man, I stood my ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, You know what I'm saying? Pretty much dude shot me for no reason, really. You know what I'm saying? It really wasn't that serious of a situation that was going on. So
Right.
Yeah.
you know what it is, the street talk. And then I was on the blog sites and they was saying something about these other cats. I ain't gonna say a name on the radio, but they was trying to say that I told on somebody. I'm like, man, I'm like in Minnesota, so like where I got the place to tell on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
come on, that's a throw off. You know what I'm saying? The person they had in the blog sites said that shot me wasn't the person that shot me. That's
Yeah.
all made up. But you know how that be, you know what I'm saying? People want to throw stuff out there to try to throw you off or whatever. So
Oh, somebody
You know what I'm
admitted to shooting you.
yeah, that person didn't shoot me, bro.
Right, it was fake, but somebody came out and was like, I'm the one that did it.
Yeah, but he didn't do it.
Why would it? What kind of shit is that?
Man, that's that
Motherfuckers
bullshit.
are trying to get shine for you any way
Hey.
possible.
He already facing what he facing.
Right,
You
right.
feel me? And his brother, if I snitched on his brother, don't you think his brother would have said something?
Yeah.
He ain't said nothing, so he know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? We all know what time it is. So
Yeah.
if I supposedly had snitched on him, then don't you think his brother would have spoke on it?
Hmm.
I ain't saying
Makes
no. I ain't speaking no names.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll keep it how it is. Everybody know what time it is. So, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the person that shot me. You know what I'm saying? The streets know what it is. But at the end of the day, we got these internet clowns and they want to talk, do what they do. So
Right.
they keep on talking. I ain't worried about it.
Because the
I'm still out here.
internet kind of fucked up the world. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Yeah.
social media shit. Like,
Exactly.
it's crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know what? You really can't worry about social media. You can't worry about what they talking about. Like, I done found myself like coming home and like entertaining it. Like
Mm-hmm.
me responding back to people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And they screenshotting and putting it up like dude
Yeah.
that said something back. So I gotta, I gotta hold my tongue on certain situations based on the fact that it don't even matter. You feel me? Everybody gonna have their opinion on what they got. Just like the whole picture situation. Everybody know that was a fake picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And that same female did Sage's Gemini the same way. So everybody know that wasn't real. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak on names and promote nobody or do none of that. But, you know what I'm saying? Real.
Yeah.
Everybody in the streets really know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that whole
Mhm.
situation, I was like, who is this girl? You know what I'm saying?
Boosie.
She ruining niggas.
Trying to.
Boosie trying to. She ain't ruined nothing. I'm still
Well,
moving.
not you, but, just period. Just so she trying to, like you said, she trying to ruin niggas. I'm like, damn, what's.
That's the craziest shit though. Like, I mean, social media has its purpose and you have people who live it and you have people who use it. And I feel
Exactly.
like niggas who use it are the people who capitalize and make money from this shit and then
Yeah.
sign off and be like, whatever, bitch. I will say though that even though sometimes you got time. Like I had to clap back at somebody last night.
What?
Sorry, I never clap back.
She wild on social media, bro.
I
Like,
can
wow.
be, but I be restraining the fuck out of myself all the time. Like, you know what, bitch? Like, but I'm not gonna do that because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like, bitch, you mad. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But at the same time, I be feeling like, you know what? Sometimes you gotta let a bitch know.
Yeah.
And just remind niggas.
I mean, you've been doing your thing for a long amount of time. I mean, both of y'all been doing your thing for a long, long time, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all got finally a position to where you know what I'm saying. You on top right now. You know what I'm saying. I respect that. Like I remember the whole. I feel
The
like the whole.
hustle.
I feel a whole grind.
yeah, you was
You know what I'm
there.
saying?
You seen it?
I've been there and seen the whole thing from interns all the way to you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, from being, you know what I'm saying, working with the corporate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I gotta respect that. But at the same time, everybody around here, you done remain the same and being y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I can remember Shay coming to my party. You came to my party, I think I had with Ray J.
Mm-hmm.
And you first got your little promotion. You was like, like, yeah, I got my promotion. I'm really in there. I'm like, man, that's a good thing. It's good.
Who was that at? I remember that party.
It was a while ago, bro. I think I was like,
I think I was here.
It was about, you probably was there.
I
It was
think I
about,
was there.
it was about, it was right after I got shot. I was still right back out. It was
yeah.
right before I went to jail. And then also, you know what I'm saying, Black Mark, you been doing your thing for a minute. And you getting your thing, you know what I'm saying? Getting
You
your
trying,
thing to shine,
man.
bro.
You trying to figure out a way to.
I mean, you doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing but respect it.
Right on, man.
You know
Right
what I'm
on.
saying? Like, I seen everybody come up. Everybody seen me come up. So, You know what I'm saying? It's just all a family. I feel like everybody just coming up in the Bay and you know what I'm saying, taking it further.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole thing. That's why I'm pushing this Bayionaire thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got this clothing line that's called Bayionaire.
Mm.
And
Bayionaire?
Bayionaire. So it's basically about, like, from what they describe it to me, it's about somebody in the Bay that's doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not really a millionaire or nothing like that, but it's about females and dudes that's hustling, getting their money. You know what I'm saying? You're a Bayionaire. You're doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting behind that little movement that's starting or whatever. And you know, we'll see where that go.
So y'all starting doing like hoodies and t-shirts, or?
They starting out doing I believe like hats and hoodies and t-shirts and all that type of stuff.
Streetwear.
Yeah, the streetwear.
Nice.
And so I'm just like, when they brought it to my attention, I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll be a part of that. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about this creating avenues for the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because the Bay get overlooked when it comes to the industry.
Always.
It's always like everybody able to steal our swag and do what we do. Because I can remember when I came out with Fast Like a NASCAR, I was in L.A. and no L.A. artist was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go, like for example, I did a Kappa Christmas party in L.A. with Glasses Malone. He was on that certified record. He was getting like probably like 125 spins a week. I was only getting probably like 10 or 15 spins a week.
Right.
But then when I came out to the song NASCAR, the whole crowd went crazy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then when he performed, they was like just standing there. And so then I just seen the whole transformation that they stole they like pretty much took our sound, and you know what I'm saying, based on that the labels is in LA and we don't got no labels in the Bay.
Right.
So it's like everybody steal our sound and run with it.
Right.
Mm.
So that's why I went down south and started doing my thing down south, messing with Big Cat Records. That's why I went down south and I started working from there. And once I went down south, then I started getting my respect because I started messing with a lot of producers out there and different dudes that's producing big records. As far as like, you know, I mean, Zaytoven from Frisco from Fillmore, but he always messed with me. Then I messed with C Note, Honorable C Note, he another big producer that got records with Future and pretty much everybody that come out. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm still in line and in tune with all that. So, you know what I'm saying? Besides in the Bay, I'll be out like in Atlanta recording and just doing my thing, just trying to break outside the Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you got an album coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, all the features you just named, bro, like, that's a hell of an album.
I mean, right now I'm just honestly, I'm just working. I'm finna just, I see the way the game is going right now, so I'm just finna, you go hear a new record for me like every other week, drop the video, do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And then out of that, you still gotta go the traditional way and work a record. So, you know what I'm saying, kind of like let the fans choose what they really feeling. And then once I see what they really feeling, that's what I'm gonna push. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because the way they got it now, them social media numbers don't lie. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like how back in the day dudes was faking their views and doing all that old type of stuff. Because right now YouTube pay you. You know what I'm saying? You get monetized and all that. So right now, we have I have a whole marketing team that strategizes and promotes to like my fan base and other artists' fan base that I'm on songs with, and we just see what it do and test the water with it. And pretty much with that, we already know where to go with it. You know what I'm saying? We know who messing with us or who not messing with us.
Right.
And we gear our marketing towards that direction, and then that's when you see those numbers go. And so when you got those numbers and you can prove those numbers and do what you do, then you come back the traditional way, and you know what I'm saying, as far as going towards radio or videos or whatever, and you show those numbers that you getting this demographic, then if it meet that demographic, then people, you know what I'm saying, they should be able to rock with you because you got that demographic. So you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm gonna still get back to Kafani, like the club records, doing records for the ladies. I see that lane. Nobody ain't really still stepped in that lane in the Bay. So like, you know, I feel I created that lane, and I'm gonna still, you know what I'm saying, make music and cater to that lane. But at the same time, also as an artist, I gotta just adapt to what's new and mess around with that too. Cause I see like somebody like E40 or whatever, you know what I'm saying, he just turned 50, but he still be like relevant with the youngsters because he he switch up and follow whatever's going on and trendy.
Mm-hmm.
So just from that direction and seeing that, I had to sit back and be like, man, like the whole little SOB situation, like I'm like, I don't even know who that is, but I know my kids like, man,
They going crazy.
you know what I'm saying? They going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and so when I said, oh, okay, I got a song with this and this and that, my own kids was listening to it. Like normally, you know what I'm saying, I have to keep it real. My kids, they not listening to my music. They might even see me on TV, you know what I'm saying, on jams or whatever, Revolt or whatever. They see me on TV. I'm just dad, you know what I'm saying? But then when I got a record with these new young cats, they going crazy. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just like a whole nother situation. So I just got to stay in tune to what's going on with the young crowd and, you know what I'm saying, network with the younger crowd and do music with them, but also still stay in my lane and do what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just not local. You know what I'm saying? I had national records, so I still got to stick to what I do.
Mm-hmm. Stick to your formula.
Yeah, I got to stick to my formula. Formula is making club music for the females. Females is, you know what I'm saying, they the best consumers of music, so, you know what I'm saying, you got to go that route.
So being from the Bay, you know, and having your foot in this game,
yeah.
Why do you feel like the Bay gets overlooked the way it gets overlooked? Besides no labels being here except for Empire, you know, shout out to Gazi, you know.
Yeah. I deal with Gazi.
Aside from him, there aren't any labels here, but that still shouldn't mean we should get overlooked the way we do with all like the talent coming out of the Bay.
Yeah.
You know, like, so why do you feel we get overlooked like that?
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like the major label artists, they kind of like come out here and steal our swag. And they got like you said, there's no major labels out here. I mean, you know, Gazi been doing his thing. Like, I was one of the first artists to actually, like, trust in Gazi and go with his formula. I had the record with Need Your Body with Bobby V on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I put that through Gazi. Then I had another record with Gucci Mane Thorough. I put that through Gazi. You know what I'm saying? The checks came on time. You know what I'm saying? All the business is right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I was like one of the first artists that actually, you know what I'm saying, deal with him with his situation when he was with Ingrooves before he was able to get his own situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I was dealing with him then. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him now because I see what he really doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize he was, you know what I'm saying? I was locked up, like, hearing different songs. I didn't even know that, like, he was a part of all that. So, you know, like, when I got home, it kind of, like, surprised me. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Empire, what they've been doing. But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, in the Bay Area, I just feel like the whole time, like, the industry still our sound will come up, like just like the Hype Few movement. You know, like I told you, when I was in LA, all they played was, like, they had whole bass sets. You go to Vegas, they play a whole bass set.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But now, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you got producers like DJ Mustard, different cats like that. They kind of, like, took the sound and ran with it. And based on the fact that you got labels that's in LA, and if you are able to get radio play in LA, they're going to give you a deal. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how I got my deal was I was getting played in the Bay, heavy rotation, and then I started getting played in LA. Now, once I started getting played in LA, that's when they took me seriously.
Yeah.
And that's how I got my first deal.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to get, I mean, like, LA, like the second largest market.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Bay, like the fourth market in the country. So it's like if you connect the dots and you get the Bay and you get LA, then the labels will pay attention. Like that New It 2 they got out there in LA, all the labels listen to it because they trying to see, like, how this artist is getting played on, you know what I'm saying, getting played on they station out there or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So the whole game to that is that you just got to, you know, figure out your lane to be able to get your music played on, you know what I'm saying, the important stations that's means something. Like Camille means something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it means something to get played on Camille. And people don't really realize that, like,
The influence.
artists don't know that, like, the influence of getting played on Camille could make you or break you.
Don't say that.
I'm just keeping it real. I mean,
I ain't mad, but bro, you gonna have niggas sliding my DMs. I'm gonna be responsible for niggas' careers. Like, come on, son.
you ain't responsible for nothing. I mean,
Exactly.
if they make a hit and
Shay responsible.
hey,
Nigga,
she ain't responsible.
come on, bro.
She ain't responsible.
Hit her.
Don't do that.
Hit her DMs.
Hit her DM.
Hit her
But
DMs.
I will say that a lot of people don't. Shut up, nigga. A lot of people. That's why I don't block my shit. I don't even check my DMs.
Hey, but on some real stuff though, all the records I put out, I still ain't never even asked Shay Diddy
Thank
to play a
you.
record.
You shouldn't
I just put
have
it
to ask.
I don't even do none of that. I just put the record out. If it catch on,
Yeah.
they go play it.
That's because you special. But everybody else got a hitter.
No,
I
you
ain't
don't.
I'm just,
No, you don't. The best ones, honestly, are ones that we got to go to.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
I was just playing.
So, like, if you got to bug us to play your record, bro, you're not ready. You
Exactly.
don't understand the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, but there's always, you know,
I mean, you know,
can't do that. I mean, that's how it used to be done.
There are very few people, though, that can, like, bug us to play a record or send us the record and be like, yo, y'all need to get on this. And those are people who are established in the game, been around for a long time. People going to know their voice, know their name. People going to want to hear these new tracks. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And even then, we still got to play it and screen it to make sure that it's fit for what we doing and the sound that we doing right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I will say shout out to Key because he got a new one with 40 that slap.
It slap.
Oh my God.
Okay.
His whole project was
crazy,
nice.
right?
Like, his whole project was nice, and I wasn't expecting that.
And niggas are sleeping on it.
You're right.
They
Because I'm like,
sleeping on it.
I mean, I was sleeping on it. Not because I didn't think he was good, just because, like, it's Keek. So I'm expecting, you know, what I'm hearing from Keek normally. But
This shit remind me of, like
he
2001
revamped himself.
Keek.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, damn, Keek.
Original Keek.
Yeah, I'm like,
Exactly.
dude going crazy.
Exactly. And at the same time, that's going to give him more motivation to get himself back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That he getting support from the community. Like I told you, I talk to him every other day. You know what I'm saying? Give him game about just being paralyzed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being paralyzed, man, that like really changed your whole life.
Yeah.
It's like it's almost like you a newborn baby.
Yeah.
Once I got out the hospital, I had to learn how to take care of myself.
Yeah.
Now, I went to prison like after a year being paralyzed, and I was always being baby, taken care of and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can honestly say that when I went to prison, I had to take care of myself.
Yeah.
There wasn't nobody to take care of me.
Yeah.
So I had to learn on my own. So I can't just take it as a negative experience. The negative part of it was that I didn't see my kids for 2 years because I was way in Minnesota, and I didn't feel like I should have my family come way to Minnesota to see me just for a couple of days, and then they got to leave. You know what I'm saying? So it was like once I left the Bay, like they used to come see me once a week when I was in Santa Rita. But once I got shipped all the way out there for the last 2 years, I was just like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I call y'all, you know what I'm saying? You can email, call, you can do all that. And, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to go do my time and get it out the way. So, you know what I'm saying? I got my time, I did it out the way. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm back out here doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, the new record, the first record I just dropped, like, man, they own it. Like, right now, I'm like, okay.
You and Keith.
They really, not a record with me and Mess.
Oh, yeah.
Touche.
Yeah. Nah, me and Keek finna work too. But you know, Keek going through a situation, so I'm just there to support him or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, when he ready to get back in the studio doing his thing, then, you know, we definitely go work. But right now is like, that's big bruh, I'm little bruh. But right now I'm like big bruh because I gotta teach him. Because like I said, he's starting off as a newborn, like learning to deal with this situation. So
That must fuck with you mentally. I said that must fuck with you mentally.
Yeah.
Like I think eventually you'll push past it, whatever, whatnot.
Yeah.
Keep strong people around you, but I can't imagine what.
Hey,
man, I don't even.
Hey, I go back and look on like posts I made and like certain situations. I always said I couldn't imagine being paralyzed. I'd be like, man, that's the worst thing in the world. But when it happened, I was able to adapt to the situation.
Yeah.
And as a human being, you're able to adapt to the situation. And then when I found out that I was paralyzed, it was like a nurse. My family was told them not to let them know that I was paralyzed. And so, you know what I'm saying? Some nurse, I was like, let me up so I can go to the bathroom. How to use the bathroom? Let me go to the bathroom. She's like, you ain't going nowhere. You paralyzed. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? And then I start paying attention, like looking at my legs, trying to move and couldn't do nothing.
Oh wow.
And then at that one point in time, my left side of my shoulder, I couldn't lift it up.
Yeah.
It took like 3 months for me to get that function back. So it was a hard experience, but I just got a strong mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel I can endure anything because I dealt with that situation, and then went and did 3 years in the feds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dealing with that. So I feel like if I did that, I can conquer anything. And then what really made me not like trip on the situation
Yeah.
is to know that I died.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you know you died,
Mm-hmm.
I was dead. I was gone for 5 minutes.
You brought him back.
Brought me back.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like my father, he had a blood clot in his lung, and I was on the phone with his girlfriend, and he was there telling him what hospital to take him to and all that. He was there with the paramedics, and he flatlined right there, and then they was, you know what I'm saying, give him CPR, and they didn't bring him back.
That's crazy. That's what happened with me and my dad. I was the one trying to give him CPR. He never came back.
Yeah.
So
and then with me, they just threw me in a car. Instead of waiting on the ambulance, they threw me in a car and drove me to Highland.
Wow.
And then a dude, he basically, they didn't even have clearance from the police. My boy picked me up. My body went limp. He dropped me.
Wow.
Broke my jaw. Like, I got a gang of my teeth had broke. I had to get them all pulled out. You know what I'm saying? He dropped me. They put me on the gurney. Like, all my boys, like, man, he gone.
Wow.
And dude started doing CPR. He said he did CPR for like 3 to 5 minutes before they got me to the ICU.
Mm-hmm.
They stuck the adrenaline in my heart. They hit me with the adrenaline in my heart, and then hit me with the paddles twice. And so it's like on my medical report, it said it took, once they got me to the back, I came in DOA, and that was able to, I mean, you know, saying by the grace of God, I was able to come back.
Yeah.
And then after that, all I can remember is my ex-wife just saying, "Kafani, you a gangster. You just got shot tonight, man. Grab my hand if you hear me." And I grabbed her hand. And then after that, I was just in and out of it for a few weeks. And then they took the breathing tube out my throat. When they took the breathing tube out my throat, I still couldn't breathe on my own.
That's crazy.
It's all like I was from the cold again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they had to stick the breathing tube back down. And I was able to realize it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't medicated. You know what I'm saying? When they took me off, and because they got to have you aware when they take you off that breathing tube to see if you can breathe on your own. And I wasn't able to breathe on my own, so they had to put me back down. At the time when I'm going through it, I don't know. I didn't know none of that.
Yeah.
Right.
And so like I can tell you, like, the worst part of the whole situation was going through that. The whole part of being shot, all that, it really wasn't nothing. Like, I was just saying to my boys, like, I'm dead. Dude shot me. I just knew about the shot in the neck. You know what I'm saying? I just felt, I was just feeling my neck like, man, I'm hitting the neck.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, shot in the neck, you finna die. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I was like, man, I'm dead. Everybody like, nah, you gonna live. You good. Don't say nothing. You good. And I got back in the when I was in the back of the car, they was driving me. I just passed out, went to sleep.
That's crazy.
But I can just tell you this, death easy. Living life is hard, because I woke up to a life of pain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? People got to realize that, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, when you die, you just go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It happened to me. Just
Mm-hmm.
went to sleep, no pain. But when you come back, you come back to a life of pain. I got to deal with that every day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So after going through what you went through, have you forgiven the person that did that to you?
You said about forgiving the person that did it to me?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't never, you know, so I can't never forget nobody doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So there ain't really too much to speak on about that situation.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I mean, you can't, I mean, somebody do try to take your life for no reason.
Right.
You will be tripping. You feel me?
Yeah. I get you.
I
You know,
hold
so
grudges
you gonna
for
be
petty
tripping.
I mean, I hear people say, like, you got to forget a person. I be like, man, I don't know how. So, you know, I haven't been in that position, so I'm asking somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't forgive nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? What happens in the street, stay in the street. So it is what it is. I'm just doing me. I'm outside. I ain't worried about nobody. I'm not scared of nobody. I'll go anywhere I want to go to, be where I want to go, do what I want to do. I'm not worried about the past. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when I walked up on the dude, he was a coward at the end of the day, because when I walked up on him, he wasn't trying to fight.
Yeah.
He want to pull a gun. So it ain't nothing to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's easy. Anybody can shoot somebody. So you don't get no props for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like I told you, the whole little fake pages they making up, all that is just a throw off. So who cares? I ain't worried about it.
Well, I'm glad to see you home. Glad to see you back, getting back to what you do best, which is music,
Exactly.
running your empire.
Exactly. That's all I'm
Seriously.
gonna do.
Well, yeah, man. Appreciate you sliding through, man. Where can they find you one more time?
Right now, I just got the Instagram up. Right now, you can find me on Instagram at Kafani. You can go to Twitter. Twitter's still up at Kafani, but I really don't be on that. But I really be on. I pretty much be on Instagram. That's pretty much what I be on. I know I got the Snapchat and all that, but I don't learn how to work all that. I'm new to the game.
I still don't
You know
use
what
my
I'm saying?
Snapchat like that, so don't feel bad.
You feel me? I'm just trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
New single out now, Kafani and Messy Marv. What's it called?
It's called Real. It's featuring Messy Marv. It's featuring my brother Smurf Hicks, who up in here with me, and T.O. from SOB on the hook.
That's big.
So, you know what I'm saying? I hear they doing their thing up here. I turn the radio on. I hear that song all day.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Your boy DJ Black Mark, Shay Diddy, special guest Kafani. Another episode of the Street Life series in the books. Thank y'all.